folks. Dan with Pain For You. You know, once in a while in this TMS world, the Dr Sarno world, this distraction pain world, where we've been stuck in chronic pain for years, you find out about Dr Sarno, you read some books, and he mentions in a couple of his books where he says, yeah, some people will read my books or come to my seminar and they get better almost immediately. And if you go to Amazon and look at the book reviews for Dr. Sarno's books, you will see these book cures. I read the book and I got better. And there are, some coaches out there that work with people and get very fast results, right? And I've had that with some of my clients, very fast results within a week. 37 years of pain have vanished. And so those things can happen. The problem is when you look at that and view that as the norm, obviously it's what you want, right? I mean, if you've been in pain for any length of time and you see that people are getting out of pain in days or weeks, obviously that becomes the gold standard. That's really where you want to be. But what I wanted to share with you is that is a fraction of a percent of the people who go down this path, discover Dr. Sarno's work or the work of Steve Ozanich, Nicole Sachs, Adam Heller, and any number of other experts in this TMS, diversion pain syndrome world. People getting better in days is not the norm. It's more often with certain protocols than others, but it's not the norm. So if you're walking around saying, what's wrong with me? I've read all the books and I'm still not better. How come I can't do that? I think I've figured out why. I've been talking a little bit about this, and I had a video a few days ago about the difference between, oh my God, my pain, my pain, my pain, and an attitude of, whatever, I'm fine, right? And so I believe the people who get better quickly are much more able to get rid of the panic over the pain and the symptoms and really accept that they're okay. Physically, they're okay. I'm not damaged. I'm not broken. What a relief. So there are definitely people who read a book and get it and it clicks. It's like, oh, wow. That is exactly what's going on with me. What a relief. Now I don't have to worry about the pain anymore. And for some reason they are able to stop. And those are the people who can get better extremely quick. Now, education will get you a strong belief and allow you to see the potential, right? But you also have to do something. You actually have to use a process to start feeling your emotions, whatever that is. Sit with them. Even if it's just going outside and sitting in the quiet, listening to the birds, and just getting quiet and just acknowledging and feeling these emotions. I talked before about allowing emotions to come in as visitors. Let them in. Give them a voice. Hear what they have to say. All right, anger, I got you. Treat them like a visitor. And once they've been felt, once they know that they've been acknowledged and recognized, they'll leave on their own. You don't have to proactively force them out or release them or express them to get rid of them. Your only job is to feel your emotions deeply, allow them, do that as a regular thing, make that be who you become. Because I truly believe that getting better through these distraction pain and TMS protocols is not something you do. It's someone you become. Become the person who can experience their emotions like a visitor. Hey, come on in, anger. Come on in, rage. We're going to sit down. Let's hang out for a while. All right, I got you. I feel you. Yes, I feel you. Yeah, I'm really angry. I'm really pissed off. I'm in a rage. And then, once the rage has been felt and acknowledged, It'll say, all right, thanks for listening, and it'll move on its own. So these book cures, how come it hasn't happened for you? Likely because you are still in the panic mode and freak out mode over your pain. And if you're freaking out over your pain, the distraction that the subconscious is using to keep you away from these dangerous, scary, and unacceptable and unpleasant emotions is still working because you're still freaking out over the pain. So don't freak out. Relax. Breathe deep. Learn more about TMS. But if you've read 4 books, reading them a second time isn't going to help if the reason you're reading them is because you're freaking out every day and I got to get rid of this pain and oh my God, it's killing me and my life is going to be awful if I don't get rid of it and what's wrong with me? How come I can't get rid of it? I've read every single book out there. I've watched every single video out there. Okay, so maybe the missing link is your reaction to the pain, because as long as you're freaked out over it, you're looking over here at the pain. You're looking over here at the pain. And how are you going to get rid of it if that's what you're focusing on? I mentioned neuroplasticity. You're actually hardwiring. Look for the pain. Expect the pain. Freak out over the pain. And when in fact you should be going, oh, I get it. You're not real. Well, you're real. It's extremely painful. That wasn't meant to insult anybody, but pain. You're not what I thought you were. I'm not damaged physically. There's no reason physically for the pain. You're just here to distract me from what's going on over there. So I'm going to shift my focus this way at the emotions and allow myself to truly feel these emotions. So don't get dismayed that you haven't gotten the book cure. Just evaluate your overall mindset, because this is a mindset game. Yes, there is belief. Yes, you have to do a process. You actually have to do something. You can't just read a book and expect it to be done. Very, very few people, a fraction of a percent maybe, have that result. So don't be dismayed if that doesn't happen for you. Just buckle down. Remember, you're not broken. You can do this. But as long as you're over here freaking out about the pain, you're not going to get there. So take a whatever attitude about the pain, shift back, open that front door so as these emotions come down the street, you don't have to bang down the door and demand they be heard. Make sure they're welcome. Put a welcome sign out on your front door. All emotions are welcome. Come on in. And they'll come in, give them a voice, listen to them, and then they'll leave on their own. And if you can become that person and stop being the I'm freaking out about my pain type of person, guarantee you'll get better much, much quicker, because again, our brain hardwires the things that we focus on and think about most often. And if you're focused on your pain all day long, you're going to stay stuck in it. You're going to hardwire those signals. You're going to expect the pain, and guess what? It'll deliver. It'll be there for you. So, I'm not telling you to ignore the pain. As I've mentioned before, ignoring the pain is virtually impossible. Be okay with it. Accept it? No. Accepting it, that's impossible too. But acknowledge it. Treat the pain like a visitor too. Recognize, okay, you're here just temporarily. And like an unwanted guest, if you ignore them enough, they'll eventually leave, right? So, I know I just contradicted myself there, but my point is, don't freak out about the pain. It's not helping you. It's not going to get you any better. So as much as possible, turn away from the pain, back over to here and say, all right, emotions, you're safe, you're cool, actually I love you. Emotions make us human. Emotions make me who I am. Doesn't make me damaged, doesn't make me mentally ill, doesn't make me weak, doesn't make me a bad person. I'm human. Everybody's got emotions. So stop freaking out at the pain and shift back here and allow these emotions. And that's your recipe. I mean, it really is. And if you want a book cure, don't hang your hat on it. But the sooner you can stop freaking out over the pain, and the sooner you can allow yourself to feel these emotions and welcome them. Look, you do a little excavating and you'll get some of the repressed emotions, but you might think, well, there's a lot of deeper ones. It takes a little practice. Your subconscious mind doesn't trust that these emotions are safe. That's why a daily practice of doing this emotional work and allowing yourself to feel these emotions every day is critical. Because the first several days or week, you may only get the top layer of what could be decades of repressed emotions. The key is, it doesn't have to take a long time. It can go away quickly, as evidenced by lots of people who do get better quickly. But you got to do the process. You've got to allow yourself to feel the emotions. And I know it's tough, but you got to stop freaking out, because you're not broken. You're really not. Stop freaking out. Do the process. Allow yourself to feel these emotions. Create safety afterwards. Soothe yourself afterwards. Do something that makes you feel good afterwards. And you'll get better a lot faster that way than if you stay in the freak out mode. So, hopefully this was helpful. It was very eye-opening for me. And make a commitment to yourself that if you find yourself in freak out mode, you take some deep breaths, calm down, do what you can, and continue to shift your focus back to the emotions. Because honestly, pain, if you focus there, you're going to stay in it. The pain is not comfortable. It's unacceptable. It's scary. It feels dangerous. And, it's all there because we have been convinced. We've been programmed by our upbringing, by our beliefs, by our self-image, that the emotions are not acceptable. They're scary and they're dangerous. Neither of them are terribly pleasant. The physical pain, definitely not pleasant. The emotional pain definitely can be unpleasant, especially as we learn to embrace them. But you got a choice. Focusing on the pain is going to keep you stuck. Focusing on the emotions, which is also can be very unpleasant, is your path out of the woods. So, unfortunately, you got to kind of pick your poison and decide, where would I rather be unpleasant? With my emotions that are absolutely safe. They don't feel safe. They feel dangerous. You've been taught to believe that they're unsafe. Or with the pain, I guess you know what that is. My mother actually literally said when I was telling her about this, she's got fibromyalgia type of pain. And I was telling her about all this, and I've shared this with her for years. She knows I've been able to get out of pain myself. She knows my whole story. She knows I work with clients and help them get out of pain. And she literally looked me right in the eyes and she goes, you know what? I'd rather have the physical pain than the emotional pain. So how strong is her belief that the emotions are dangerous? Pretty heavy duty stuff. So I get it. I get that the emotions feel unsafe. But they're not. They make us human. And look, if you've had some bouts of depression and some deep depression, I get it. Or panic attacks, I get it. The emotions can seem really, really intense. And the pain is almost preferable. So, once again, I'll encourage you to stop freaking out about the pain every day and all day long. Don't make your entire day about the pain and getting out of it and working at it all day long. That should not be your life. Feel your emotions. Let that become who you are. Shift back. Create safety around your emotions. Convince yourself that I can handle these emotions. The more you do that, the faster you'll get better. So, hopefully this helps. Forget about the book cures. Just shift back to the emotions and stop freaking out about the pain. Be okay with it. Don't embrace the pain, but don't run away from it either. So, hopefully this helps. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.